The Activision Blizzard acquisition by Microsoft case continues with a little bit of drama today. I'm just going to dive right into it. You gotta play the intro though, it's so cool. So long story short, it looks like New Zealand has decided to delay their decision until April 28th, 2023. They asked for an extension to February 3rd, and then the decision is now due April 28th. So there has been a delay there. And separately, there was also a delay in Africa. So Africa is going to be waiting on their final decision. And the reason for that is likely because they're waiting to see what the EU and the CMA end up coming to terms with the Microsoft deal. Now, that's going to take a little bit of time, and we should be hearing something around next week for the Activision Blizzard deal, but that is the latest update. Separately, remember yesterday when I talked about how Xbox subpoenaed Sony to provide documents, including their sales figures? They're like, oh, okay, if it's so bad, give us all your information, which will be helpful for them from a business perspective. I find it hilarious that Sony's in this situation. And now they're trying to say, well, we don't want to give you any info. And they're working with lawyers, some good lawyers, actually. So Post Up posted this, and I believe this is from IDIS, but it says, notice of appearances from Sony's lawyers for the FTC case. They're working with Clearly Gottlieb, very good law firm. Bruce Hoffman joined the firm in 2020, previously director of the FTC's Bureau of Competition from 2017 to 2019. And IDIS backed him up saying, yeah, this is a very good law firm that they're looking at. And we know this because on the official FTC website, you can see the notice of appearance from these particular lawyers. And it just says basically they were there. Statement of good standing pursuant to da-da-da-da-da. So legal people showed up to represent Sony and see what they can do about getting the case moved along. There's a lot of Xbox stuff happening beyond the event, so I'm going to continue on through the video and talk about it, but that is largely the update for the Activision Blizzard case today. Delays in New Zealand, delays in Africa, and now we're going to get into rumors and stuff that has happened just in the last 24 hours. There's a lot to go through. So first, a rumor from Insider Gaming, new Bethesda event for media planned in early March. Insider Gaming sources have said that Microsoft will be hosting a Bethesda event for media at the beginning of March, but it's unclear if the event will also be public. Despite its name, however, it's currently only expected to feature Redfall and The Elder Scrolls Online, which will both be featured on January 25th's Developer Direct. That's kind of interesting because ESO is having a separate event today, actually, when I'm recording this before work. They're having a separate event today for their reveal, and then I imagine they're going to have players come in and check out ESO Online. And then Redfall, thank goodness, it sounds like if that's true, we're finally going to get some Redfall gameplay, despite its name. I can't zoom in on some websites because like the way I have this set up, it's weird. But anyway, sources were also able to confirm to Insider Gaming that May 2nd release date for Redfall, coming right around the corner, first revealed by Okami Games and corroborated by Windows Central Jez Corden as locked in. As for the ESO Online update, the early March event suggests that the update should be expected around then, but sources have suggested the year's big update is probably a couple months away and is likely coming in the summer. So I'm a little curious about that. I made the video about ESO. You can check it out right here. And I'm sort of curious what that ends up being at the end of the day. Maybe it's bigger than I thought originally. I thought they were just going to update the game. Although Microsoft has been very transparent as to what to expect at the Developer Direct, a recent rumor suggests that there could be a Tango Gameworks game announcement during the Developer Direct. But to keep expectations in check, we suggest just expecting to see the 4 games confirmed to announce. And I did videos about all of them. That was very intentional. I did one about ESO, Forza Motorsport, what we think is going to be there, Minecraft Legends, and Redfall. So if you're waiting for the thing to start, go check those out because I break down either what we know about ESO or what fans are expecting from ESO. I'm really proud of the Forza video and I even did a Starfield video, but go check those out now. And those were really popular, so I really like those. Now we're going to move into, one last announcement. But before we get to it, I do want to say, if you watched this far, half of you aren't subscribed if you like my channel and all my stammering, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when my content goes live. I appreciate you. If the half of you who aren't subscribe right now, I would hit my goal of 100K today. But anyway, back to the news. So first time I saw this, it was from Jason Ronald, who said, if you know, you know. And of course, this is a GoldenEye reference. That was a character who would throw his hat and snap off people's heads. And then we finally got the release date for the long rumored GoldenEye remake. Yeah, that's right. GoldenEye is finally going to be released on Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live. So that is going to be happening. 4-player split screen. Thank goodness. Very excited to be able to play this again, just for nostalgia's sake, really, more than anything. Yeah, and there's been a leaked build of this game out there for like ever, so I'm glad they're finally confirming that it is coming out. And then I'm going to touch on this. Well, let's talk about the earnings call a little bit, and I'm going to go through some of the reactions because people smarter than me have done a good breakdown about what has happened. So Derek Strickland said, Xbox Gaming Q2 financial year 23 results for the holiday 2022 period, October to December. Revenue is down a lot, $684 million or 13% year over year to $4.758 billion. Wait, what? It's down 13% year over year due to lower content, services, and hardware. Of course, hardware is going to sell less. Third best Q2 holiday period since fiscal year 2015. That's kind of interesting. So they actually had a really great Q2 holiday period, but overall revenue is down. Derek continues. Here's a look at Xbox gaming revenues. And I really like his graphs. I think he made these graphs because they're all colorful, but good job, Derek. Here's a look at Xbox gaming revenues from previous Q2 periods. The seasonal periods align with the holidays and are the most important 3 months of the year for Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. More first-party games may help stabilize post-COVID market transaction. Here's a quick look at where Xbox gaming has been and where it's currently at. Oof. Look at that. That is not great. Xbox gaming has made $8.37 billion so far in the first months of fiscal year 2023. That's a reduction of $665 million, 7% from last year. Oh, okay. So we're only Q2. It's not as bad on his chart as I thought because we still have Q3, which would be pink, and then Q4. Xbox needs games. They didn't have any games in 2022. And you know, the last time I made one of these videos, I was talking about how we need release dates. And I've been really critical of Xbox because they just don't have it together right now. They have a winning set of studios that are making cool stuff, but the players need to see that stuff. And 2022 is a huge bomb because, like, yeah, you can go buy an Xbox whenever you want, but what are you buying it for right now? We need Redfall. We need Starfield. We need all these games that got pushed out of 2022 into 2023 to move console unit. Not we, but Microsoft needs to do that for the Xbox division, right? And for us as gamers, like I'm not buying anything on my Xbox right now because there's no games to buy. I have my Game Pass subscription, and actually they saw a lot of growth in Game Pass. And here's from somebody who works at Microsoft. We saw new highs for Game Pass subscriptions, game streaming hours, and monthly active devices. And monthly active users surpassed the record of 120 million during the quarter. We will continue to pursue our long-term opportunity and innovation agenda with urgency while raising the bar on our operational excellence. So, I don't know, what's this? In the first half of the year, over 70% of our revenue came from our commercial business and over 70% of that from Microsoft Cloud. So their cloud division is growing quite quickly, and hopefully they get the gaming stuff situated. So they have their earnings here. And interestingly, people thought they were going to do even worse than they did. So here's from Yahoo Finance. Microsoft earnings beat expectations. Cloud growth continues to slow. Revenue is $52.75 billion. Versus $52.93 billion. Cloud revenue, $21.51 versus $21.43 estimate. And PC was supposed to be $14.24 versus the $14.74 billion estimate. So I don't know a lot about finance, but they're saying the earnings beat expectations, so people expected it to be a lot worse. Back to Derek Strickland. As per Microsoft, lower Xbox content services and hardware earnings were offset in part by growth in Xbox Game Pass subscriptions. There's also comments from Nadella on new highs for Game Pass, frustrated that we didn't get updated Game Pass numbers. They only seem to like give us updates on Game Pass numbers for like I don't know, like big tentpole events. I think Xbox is at 30 million right now. So that's where we're at currently on those numbers. Tom Warren said, Tom, I really like how Tom Warren breaks down his stuff. That's why I follow him, because it's very succinct and to the point. Give Tom Warren a follow if you don't yet. Xbox hardware revenue is down 13%. No one's buying Xboxes right now. They're kind of at a saturation point, it seems like. And they need games to move the hardware. Gaming down 13%, Xbox content and services down 12%, 63.2 million Microsoft 365 customers. Windows OEM revenue is down 39%. And if the Activision deal closes, which I do think it will, I think those numbers start to shift. And I do think they start to move more consoles, because people are going to realize if you're a console player, you can get it on Game Pass. If it's also on PlayStation Plus, that's also fine, because it will up their game sales regardless. So if that deal closes, great. If it doesn't, I think Xbox has a big uphill battle to sort of get back that community. The most interesting part of Microsoft's Q2 earnings is Satya Nadella calling the AI-powered Microsoft Cloud a new computing platform, and that the next major wave of computing is just being born just a day after a big $10 billion open AI investment. So they're really going all in on AI. Brad Sams had a similar breakdown, and here's their forecasted 2023 earnings, also from Tom Warren. Microsoft forecast for Q3 2023, overall gaming revenues to decline in high single digits. Xbox content and services declining in low single digits. Windows OEM revenue to decline in mid to high 30s. Devices Surface revenue to decline mid 40s. So they're predicting not a great year for 2023. I don't know what the other people are predicting for 2023, like the other gaming branches, but I think it's going to be a tough year. We've all seen all the layoffs happening in the industry. I think it's going to be tough for everybody. So hopefully we get some good game releases to distract us from everything going on in the world. And hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. And as a matter of fact, later today, there is the Xbox event. I'll be doing that post-show live on Unlocked, and then probably talking about it here on the channel. So if you haven't yet, half of you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I like talking about Xbox stuff, and sometimes I talk about PlayStation and Nintendo, but I try and focus mostly on Xbox because that's what the people like to talk about. So hit that subscribe button. Help me hit that 100,000 subscriber goal. I lost my train of thought. Thank you so much to the members. Members get these videos with no ads. You hit that join button right down there. Thank you so much to the members for supporting me doing this. I'm going to get out of here. But before I go, you can check out this video to see the previous update about the Activision Blizzard deal where Sony was subpoenaed. It's a very interesting story. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now, everybody.